Hey y'all, Rhonda here. Well, I'm back. I know you guys didn't even know I was gone. Had surgery about a week ago. Um, so I'm feeling better. Had a little surgery on my tummy. And anyway, everything's fine. Just didn't feel like doing a whole lot for a while. But yeah, it's been a week and doing good. So I was trying to figure out where I wanted to start because I'm going to be all like a bumbling idiot, kind of out of practice for not doing this for a couple of weeks. So I'll quit my belly aching um, and show you some stuff I got from Spellbinders. And then we'll put together something really cool. All right. Well, I hope everybody's doing fine. I know everybody's burning up in this heat. It is hellacious. It is crazy. Oh my goodness. And my mom and stepdad don't have any air conditioning. They live in this huge older home. And anyway, of course, everything decided to go out. And it's actually going to be a commercial size unit. And trying to find somebody to do it and get everything that they needed in and, all that craziness. But they do have some window units in their bedrooms, so they're doing okay. But headed down there next week during the install and sweat along with my mom for a while. But anyway, I know everybody's like, so this is just crazy. I mean, craziness. So, Mai Tais, feet up on the porch with a fan on, that's what we all need to be doing. All right, well, let's get on to some pretty stuff. Well, anyway, so I got this from Spellbinders actually a couple weeks ago. And some of this is not new, but I know some of you have it and haven't used it, and they're coming out with more pieces to it, little add-ons. And so I wanted to go over it and kind of show you how to do it. But anyway, okay, let's just get with it. All right, I've been wanting to try this Spellbinders Best Ever Craft Tape. So we're going to see if it's best ever. I got 2 of them. I'm hopeful. I love the purple tape, but something's going on with that. I'm not quite sure. Don't hold me to any of that. But anyway, so we got some new tape in the store. I don't even see it here. Oh, it's this, and I don't even remember who it's by. Hang on. Oh, I can't get it because I got stuff piled over here. Come on. Anyway, this pink tape, but it is so low tack. I'm not a fan of it at all. And I forget who it's by, but no. Okay, so I'm using my purple tape very sparingly, little pieces here and there. But I got this in, so we're going to try it. Oh, and if you happen to see bruises, sorry about that. I wasn't in a bar fight or an alley fight, or I'm not an MMA fighter. Anyway, it's from the surgery. So it's from my IVs. And anyway, so sorry about that. I'll try not to show you those too much in case it grosses you out. Okay, all right, enough of this. Squirrel. All right, so this is fairly new. This is the Spellbinders Color Block Mini Hexagons. So there's those little critters. I just love this. Love, love, love. So yes, you're going to cut it out depending on how many colors you want to use, but you're going to cut it out several times and piece it together. But really cool. I thought this was so stinking cute. Hey, well, look at these little froggies. Look at that. Thanks for jumping in. I just love that. I'm stuck on you. You make me jump for joy. Thanks for jumping in. Unforgettable. Take a leap of faith. I'm sticking around, hanging there. Anyway, those are happy. Aren't those little happy frogs? Okay. All right, let me save that for a minute. Okay. So now, like I said, this isn't new. Fairly new. But this is the Spellbinders 3D shopping cart. And like I said, I know some of y'all have it. And you haven't used it because you're thinking, what are these pieces for? Why do I have those? And all that. So we're going to make this, and I'm going to show you what everything is for. So you'll get yours out and use it. or you're going to think it's super cool and you're going to order it. So anyway, there's the shopping cart. And hang on a minute. And then here's the shopping bags. You get 2 sizes, large and small. Get 2 different size handles, and you get 2 different styles of handles, and a little tag. So you get the little shopping, and we're going to do this too. We're going to do these 2, so you can see exactly how to put them together. Once you do it, you know, one time, you're a pro. So they just recently, now this is new, came out with the shopping cart add-ons. So this one is Party On. So we have our champagne bottle, we have our high heels, like a masquerade ball, balloons, all kinds of goodies. Look at that. So yes, please. And then this is another add-on, In the Garden, which some of us may be doing that right now. Hopefully you're staying hydrated. So we have a hat, birdhouse, we have a rake, bucket, shovel, all the things you need. And then Plant It Here. This is so cute. So here's more plants, which those plants are really cool. Nice size. You could use those on a lot of other projects. Watering can. We have our flamenco and other little parts. So that's really cute. And then we have, this is the shopping bag sentiments, super sale. Thank you. Thank you. Girls Night Out. Happy birthday. Because I bought it on sale, actually I made money. There you go. This little thing that, like your movement underneath the cart. Oh, see right there. And then this one is not an add-on. I just thought this was absolutely beautiful. It's called Embroidery Flowers. And look at those. Can you see the detail? I mean, those are stunning. I mean, that just got my eye. Look at that. So we're going to try some stuff with this. And then here is a little stamp set that goes with Around the Garden stamps. I don't remember planting this. Hello. I like plants more than people. Well, sometimes. Let's see, what else? Love grows here. Anyway, your little birdie. Little bees, little tiny bees. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so that goes along with some of the add-ons there. And then I bought some Spellbinders cutting plates because I just got the Platinum 6 not very long ago. Love it. Used it several times, set it to the side, put all my plates to the side, and one of my plates is missing. Cannot find it. I mean, it's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks, cannot find it. I have torn this place apart, cannot find it. I think the sock monster that lives in the dryer, I think it snuck out one night and got my plate. So these are glittery plates. So they'll be a little easier to see because the other one is just, it's invisible. Like sock monster. Got it. I know that's what happened. All right. Well, let's get some paper because we're going to put together the shopping cart and the bags. Because like I said, it's not hard at all. It's just trying to figure out what all these pieces are for. So let me get some paper and we'll get to doing some stuff. Okie doke. So I've cleared some of this away. I got my Spellbinders Platinum 6 over here. A little dusty because I've been using it in a while. So we're going to make the bags and the shopping cart. So I went through and use your scraps. Use your scraps. Use your scraps. Okay, I'm going to talk to you now. Use your scraps. I have those 12 by 12 plastic containers. I have 3 of them. One for my colors, one for my specialty paper, and one for my pattern paper. So I can just reach down and grab whatever one I want. So that's what I did. So with the bags, we're going to make both sizes so you can see exactly what they look like. So I bought, well, I did at one time, but anyway, in my scraps, I found this little piece of paper, and I thought that'd be, you know, kind of like a designer bag. And then I have just some plain, you know, like card, just paper bag. So we need to cut out 2 of each. So 2 of these small, 2 of the large, and then your handles, which depending on which one you want to use, you need to cut out 2. And these are together, which is good, so you won't be losing these little pieces. But you have your larger handle and your smaller handle. And then just decide, do you want this little wavy one or do you want this more tailored one? Okay, so we're going to cut those out. And then on the shopping cart, we are going to cut out pretty much like it shows here on the picture. So I have some red, which is going to be for the main cart, which is this right here. And there's 2 pieces actually. Okay, so if you wanted a solid cart, you could do that. Instead of having these holes in it, just make it a solid, and then you could actually put a sentiment on there. You could do all kinds of different things. But we're going to use it, both of those together. Here's your wheelbase, your wheels, your handle. This is a little corner, these little quarter part right there. And then this little part is the handle for that. Okay. All right. So we're going to do the silver, just like this. Silver for the wheelbase, black for the wheels, silver and black for the handle. Okay. And then these pieces right here, and these pieces, okay, you notice small or small, large, small, large. This one is going to go underneath to make it like 3D. Okay. So if you're going to make the large one, the biggest one, the widest one, then you're going to cut this one out. Okay, so if you're going to do the largest one, then you need to cut the large one of this out. You're actually going to cut 2 of these out because one's going to be for the front and one's going to be for the back. Okay, so we're making the large one, so we don't need this one and don't need this one. Okay, and we're going to cut these out the same color as the cart. All right, so let me cut all those out. I have my black and my silver and my red. I think that's all I need for the carts. And the new tape. We're going to try it and see. All right, and with this, I can trim my paper down with all these little pieces and run this through once. And then the ones that I need, you know, 2, run it through again, and then I'll be done instead of going back and forth, back and forth. So that's going to be nice. All right, well, let me cut all this out, and I will be right back. Okay, girls and guys, I think I got everything cut out. All right, so we're going to make the bags first, shopping bags. Oh, hang on, my fingers jammed feeling. Okay, well, I guess it's okay. All right, so this is the large one. All right, so you see you have your 2 little holes. That's for your handle. All right, this is kind of hard to see because the pattern. So let me show you on this one because they're exactly the same, just smaller or larger. Okay, see the score lines right through here? All right, and there's like a little V right here, a little gusset, and then one that goes across here, and then this little, whoops, that little tab there. Okay, all right, so we're going to fold on those. This is going to be the bottom of the bag. So it's just going to fold over. That's going to fold over. Okay, and these, just kind of work with them a little bit. Foldy, and that one in the middle. That one fold, and then see that one's trying to fold too. Just get them moving a little bit. I like to do them both ways. One more little fold in there, come on. Because that's going to be your little gusset and your little V right there. Like I said, it'll kind of come into itself. Come on. Just work with a little bit. because this is going to be the tab, actually, that's going to go, that's going to get glued to the other one. All right. Work it, girl, work it. That other one in there. Okay. Fold that one back and see how it's kind of coming together. Okay, this one's going to be glued to the other one. This is going to be your little gusset. Because you know when you see how that kind of goes in. See what it's doing? Okay, let's do the other one. Play with it the same. I'm going to get that little middle one first. Just because. Be messing around with me, huh? And then so you gotta hold your mouth just right too. That's part of it. And that one that's gonna be glued to the other one. Okay. And that's gonna go under, and that one's gonna go under. That's gonna be the bottom of the bag. Okay. See, this is gonna be another little gusset, just like that. Gotta work it a little bit, give it a little smudge. Okay, once you kind of get that down, then you know the rest of it's a cakewalk. All right, so one's going to go one way, one's going to go the other. Okay, so this little tab is going to glue on the back side of this one, and this little tab is going to glue on the back side of that one. See what that's going to do? Okay, and then the bottom will fold up, but let's go ahead and get these glued. So if you have score tape, you can use score tape or you can use glue. Do I have any thin score tape? Really fine. Let me see. Oh, there's some. I use score tape all the time on journals, albums, you name it, and it holds up well. It doesn't come apart. I don't like how some people say, oh, this, you know, it doesn't work. And well, the cheap stuff probably doesn't, but I mean, you do what you're most comfortable with. And I'm just saying, I like my score tape. All right, so let's peel one side. We're going to line it up with this one. And I'm going to do it this way so I can see better. Okay, we're going to line that up. So that's right on the edge. Okay, so now we have one side. See, we have the little gusset. Okay, and then the other side. And if you're scared of score tape that, you know, once it's down, which that is true. So a little trick is to take any kind of glue stick, doesn't matter what kind, take the backing off the score tape, take your glue stick and run over it once. Don't go back and forth, don't smush it really hard, just a gentle swish across. Okay? And what that's going to do is give you a second, if you do put it down before you burnish it. If you put it down and you think, oh no, that's not quite right, then you have a second to pull it up. But once you burnish it, it's down. Okay, line that up. Okay, so this is what we have. And we have our little gussets on the side. Okay, now we have our bottom to close up. Okay, so let's put those long tabs in. And then you have this tab. It doesn't matter which one goes over. It can go this way or that way. And if you want to use score tape or liquid glue, it's up to you. Made a little rhyme, little poet and didn't know it, huh? All right. Whoops, just a smidge. Well, I'm just making a big old mess out of that. All right. Fold that over and hold it for just a second. Or 3. Or 4. See, that's why I don't like to use it on stuff like this, because you gotta hold it for a while. Okay, so now this is our large one. I'm still holding it because it takes a minute to dry. Okay, maybe that'll take. All right, so that's what that looks like. We still have to add the handles. We have our little gussets on the side. Okay, all right, I'm gonna do the same thing to this one. And again, you see our little score lines. Okay, and I'm just gonna work with those. Back, in, like that. And this one's gonna go back. Oh, somebody's going out the front door. Puppies are letting everybody know. All right, so I'm gonna finish these. I'm gonna do the same thing, okay? We have our little gusset. So we have our little gusset there. And our little tab that's gonna be glued on to the other one. And then the opposite will be glued like that. Okay, so let me finish this up. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my 2 little bags made, large and small. You can see the difference. Large is 2 by about 2.5, and the small is 1.5 by 2. Okay, then you have your handles. We have that style and that style. All right, and they're made just perfect where they can just slide in the little holes just ever so slightly, so it looks a little more realistic instead of just, you know, gluing them here on the outside. You put them through the little holes a little bit. Okay, so there's that one, and there's both styles for both sizes. That makes sense. All right, and like this one, this is what this one looks like. Just enough that it goes in the little holes. And of course, you'll put a little glue on there. And there's that one. Very cute. And then it has little tags that you can stamp something on there, write something, and then get your little piece of twine or thread and tie it on there. Okay, so that's what those look like. All right, so the shopping cart. All right, so we need 2 pieces, the front and the back. We need to get rid of the backing from the score tape. We're making the large, which means it's going to be wider this way. Okay, so the small one, it's going to be closer together, and then the wider one is going to be like this. Okay, all right, so these little jobbers, one is for the back here. Let me put this up like this. Once you fold it, because there's score lines on there, when you fold it, it's going to be this little piece right here. Let me see. Okay, and this one, okay, even though it's the same, okay, let me show you the score marks. See how there's a score mark here and one here? That's where we're actually going to trim it, there, and that'll be the perfect size for the front of this. Okay, so you have the score marks. We're going to fold there, and we're going to trim there for the front of the basket. For the back of the basket, no trimming. We're just going to fold on the score marks. All right, so let's fold these. And the paper I picked is a little thick, probably a little too thick for this, but it was in my scrap pile. Got to use your scraps. Rhonda, use your scraps. Okay. So that's what this is going to look like a staple. Okay. And this one is going to be, okay, see how it has a little edge there? Let me scoot you just a little bit closer. See if that'll help. Okay, so you have your little stapler. Okay. Then you're going to glue this part onto the outside of that little stapler looking paper. Has the same angle and everything. And then this one will be glued on the front side. And that's what you're going to have. Okay. So let me do that real quick. I'm going to use score tape so I don't have to wait for it to dry. Let me slap some of this on here real quick. And this is really not about making a beautiful card. This is just more of a technical to show you how to put these together. Because I know there are some of you that have this that haven't used it because you're not quite sure how to put it together. All right, let me go ahead and do the back part. Where's my scissors? All right, so we're going to trim right there on that score mark. And this one, I'm going to trim right on the score mark. Okay, and then we're going to fold the sides just like we did the other one. Just like I said, this is a little thick, but that's okay. We got a strong shopping cart because we're going to fill that sucker up. All right, a little score tape. Right there on the inside of this one. And you know, you might, the first time you do this, just use scrap paper. Doesn't matter the color or anything, just use scrap paper, put it together, and make sure everything kind of goes together, and then make your pretty one. All right, so this has a bit, can you see, let me lay that down. See, it has a little bit of an angle here, and then a flat here. Okay, shopping cart, the top has an angle. Okay, that's where we want it to go. Angle on the top. All right, let's take this backing off. And however you want to do this, whatever's easiest for you. I'm going to do it like this so I can see. I'm going to do it upside down backwards. Line up. Like this and like this. Okay, so the top's lined up for the most part. Okay, so that's what it looks like. We're going to do this. Line this up at the top. And yes, there's going to be a little bit of overhang at the bottom. Okay, because we still have to have a bottom for our shopping cart, right? All right, so let's do the same thing with this. This one's actually going to line up on this. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. Staple part goes on the inside. And however you have to turn it to line it up best for you. Okay. And backing off of this side. And right there on that tab. And we have most of our little cart done. Except for we can't fill it up because there's no bottom. It'll all fall through. Okay. That's where this little piece comes in that looks like a skateboard or the Loch Ness Monster or I don't know, something. Okay, so it has a little score mark here and one here. So those are actually going to be folded inward, and these little tabs are going to be folded in. Okay. So this is going to go right here on our bottom. Like so. All right, so these little tabs, all 6 of them, so the big one here, these 2 little ones on either side, they're going to be touching. The big one's going to touch the back side, and then those sides are going to touch right through here, Same thing on the other side. Okay. I'm going to use liquid glue, so it's going to take a minute to set up. So drop here, right there. I'll put it right there and hold it for a second. Same thing here. Drop, drop, drop. Slide it inside and then hold that for a second. All right, and then we'll have the bottom. So let me do that. It'll take a minute to set up. All right, so the bottom of our little cart has set up. So this is what we have, kind of a little basket type thing. All right, let's put our accessories on. All right, so this is the bottom, you know, like where the wheels go. And that's going to be attached. I'm going to put glue right here, just on this little bit, and it's going to go on the back side there. All right, and then we have our handle, which I cut it out of silver, so I mean, it's your project. I think it looks kind of cool like this, or you can glue it on the inside where the only thing that sticks out is that. I'm gonna glue it on the outside because I just think it's cool looking. So I'll put that there. Then I have, let's see, where's my little pieces here? This little black piece is going to go right here on the handle. And then I have my wheels and my little corner, if I can pick it up. That little piece is going to go right here on the front of the cart, you know, like the little plastic bumper thing. That's where that goes. So let's start gluing this together. Like this. I made a couple samples for the store when it first came out, and they're so cute. I'll see if I have some pictures and I'll insert them. But yeah, really cute. All right, and then let's put a little glue right here. Like so. Oops, let me put this one right here first, because that's going to be hard. Let me get my picker-upper, because if we don't do this part now, we'll never get that on there, especially with being silver and slick, right? All right, let that set for just a second. And then, like I said, I'm going to put this on the outside just because I think it's cool looking. Line that up. Put that set up. Got a little part right there. Need my little picker-upper. See if we can't get this on there. Let's see, this goes like that. A little shaky. Come on, stay on there. Because like I said, I'm, you know, recovering from surgery. So I'm not quite back to where I need to be. All right, so we have that on there. Then we have our wheels. So you can put them on like this. They have the little innards, which, let's see, how did I do that? I think I put these underneath. Like I said, it's your project. I think that's how I put them on there. Right or wrong, I think that's how I did it last time. Or you could do that and then put that in the middle if you wanted to. Be a little gap there, which if you wanted to do that. Or let's see, did we put the whole thing? That's what I did. I put the whole thing underneath like that. That's what I did. All right, so those are two pieces. Let me scoot you down a little bit, sorry about that. So just a tiny bit of glue on both pieces, and we're going to slide this underneath and make sure the glue catches on both pieces on that little silver part. Come make it go down a little bit more. More towards the middle. There we go. Like that. All right, let's do our other one. Thank goodness for the little picker-upper, huh? Oh my gosh. And I'm not usually, if a project involves using one of these little jewel pickers, it's not for me. Very rarely do I do little intricate stuff like this. And I know there's things that are a lot more intricate, but that's not my forte. I'd do it if I have to, but there we go. So that'll take a second to dry, but that's what our cart looks like. Then we have all of those add-ons that just came out that we could fill the cart with. Well, that's drying. I haven't put the little handles on there yet, but these fit in there just perfect. You could put 2 of the small ones and then do a little tissue paper. Do I have any tissue? I'll have to grab some tissue and put in there. But yeah, you could put two of these in there just perfect. Okay. But that's what our little shopping cart looks like. Pretty cute. And then you can start filling it, you know, like I said, with all the add-ons that, let me back you up a little bit, that just came out. So, you know, the masquerade ball, the, maybe it won't glare so much. What is it? The flamencos. We have the champagne bottle, all the party stuff, gardening stuff. So anyway, all this fun stuff. Cut it out, add it together. Now on this, you don't have to make it 3D if you don't want to. Cut out your parts, you know, except for the ends, the bottom, the back side, and just make it flat. You know, you could do the same thing with these. Just trim it. You know, the little gussets, just cut one of these out, trim that little side off that sticks out, and, you know, add your little handle and make it flat. So you could do that too. There's no, like I said, there's no rules other than, or limitations, rules or limitations other than your little pea-picking mind. I mean, like I said, however you want to do it. And like I said, we made the big one, the thick one. The smaller one, of course, is going to be smaller. But the small one, it doesn't fit the bags in there as well as this larger one. So anyway, like I said, this is more of a technical than a pretty little card. Get your dies out, put them together, and have fun. Or order these because they are so stinking cute. Put a little gift card in there, put some money in there. Like I said, get some little tissue, cut it in a square, and, you know, zhuzh it up a little bit. A little tag, you know, to so-and-so, happy birthday. So it's just endless what you can do with this. So get it out, play with it, or order it and have some fun. All right, well, I'm going to get off here and rest, and I will come back with some more goodies. Bye for now.